What's up guys, I'm Ryan, I'm a tutor in the Econ Tutoring Center. Today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about the production function and maybe some relationships between product and output and inputs like labor and capital. Remember that language and notation varies by professor, so always confirm to be sure that the language we're using is the same as your professor's. Okay, so I'm going to go into it. What I'm basically going to do is show you how you can, given some particular points from a production function, how can we find other variables. So one of the variables we're usually interested in is the capital labor ratio, or really capital per person. And we say that's K over L, which is sometimes denoted as little k. So that's simply just our level of physical capital divided by how many workers we have. So in this case, that is just 16 divided by 4, which is 4. So we have, for every worker, there's 4 units of physical capital. And that's valuable because a lot of times we can then kind of get rid of one variable, labor force, and just simplify it to physical capital per person rather than having capital and labor go into our production function. Okay, so that's one simplification we can make. The second variable that's of interest to us is productivity. So we say productivity is essentially, how much output do we get for given amounts of input, right? And that's how productive we're being, essentially. So the input that we're interested in this case is labor hours, right? And how much output do we get per labor hour? And that's our productivity. So if you imagine really that you have some function where it's that, it transforms labor hours into output, the rate at which it does that is our productivity. So that's simply just the amount of output we have divided by how many labor hours go into it. So productivity, some people call it A actually, but that's just equal to output divided by labor hours, which is 1440 divided by 180, which turns out to be 144 divided by 18 is 8. So these are a couple variables that you can get that are useful just from single points on our production function. So if you have any more questions or want to learn anything more about how product works and the relationship between these variables, come visit us in the Econ Tutoring Center.